Structure and function of cell membrane. We will discuss the fluid mosaic model in this video. A fluid membrane in graceful flow where things quietly come and go. Cell membrane so delicate yet wise, the boundary where the mystery lies. The cell membrane, also called plasma membrane, is a thin, flexible covering that surrounds every living cell. It separates the cell's internal environment from the outside world. In plant cells, it is present inner to the cell wall. We can define the cell membrane as the cell membrane is a protective boundary that controls what enters and leaves the cell. Here you can see the highlighted area. This is the plasma membrane. Come on, we can dive deep into the cell membrane. Importance of cell membrane. The cell membrane performs several vital functions. Number 1, it protects the cell. Number 2, gives the cell its shape. Number 3, control movement of substances. Number 4, allow communication between the cells. And number 5, maintain internal balance, that is homeostasis in the cell. Here we can see that the cell membrane is a busy hub. Many of its functions are going on at the same time inside the cell. Prokaryotic cell membrane. Prokaryotes such as bacteria have a simple cell membrane. It has following features. Number 1, it is mainly composed of phospholipids and proteins. It lacks membrane-bounded organelles, only the ribosomes are present in case of bacteria. Performs transport and energy-related functions. In some bacteria, the membrane folds inward to increase the surface area. These invaginations are also called mesosomes. These inward folds of the plasma membrane significantly increases the surface area for crucial metabolic processes like cellular respiration and photosynthesis. Eukaryotic cell membrane. Eukaryotic cells such as plant cells, animal cells, fungi, and protists, they possess a more complex membrane structure. These are highly organized structures, contain lipid, proteins, and carbohydrate, and cholesterol is also present. Support communication and signaling. And the cell membrane also participates in the transport and recognition processes. Biological imaging of the eukaryotic cell membrane. It can be done by atomic force microscopy, super resolution fluorescent microscopy, and SEM or scanning electron microscopy. Discovery timeline. Scientists gradually uncovered the cell membrane structure. In 1895, Charles Overton suggested that the membrane only contained lipids. Then in 1925, Gorter proposed a lipid bilayer concept. Then in 1935, Hogg, Davison, and James Daniel proposed a sandwich model of the cell membrane, suggesting a central lipid bilayer is coated on both sides with the layers of globular proteins. Then, in 1972, Singer and Nicholson introduced the Fluid Mosaic Model, which is acceptable today. Chemical composition. This is the chemical composition of a cell membrane in which all its components are present. For example, the carbohydrate chains are present in the form of glycoproteins and glycolipids. The integral proteins are present. The peripheral proteins are there. Cholesterol molecules are there. Phospholipids are there. And these are all arranged in a fluid mosaic model as you see in the next slide. Phospholipid structure. The membrane is mainly composed of lipids. Phospholipids consist of two parts, that is hydrophilic, water-loving phosphate head and hydrophobic, water-fearing, that is fatty acid tail. Phospholipid bilayer. These molecules arrange themselves in a bilayer like this. The phospholipid bilayer forms a basic framework of the membrane. head face the watery environment inside and outside of the cell, and the tail face inward away from the water. This arrangement creates a stable barrier. Fluid Mosaic Model. The modern model describes the membrane as fluid. Lipids and many proteins move sideways, and mosaic, that different proteins are embedded throughout the membrane. The main features of this fluid mosaic model is that it is dynamic and flexible, self-repairing, selectively permeable, and it also contains many different molecules. Now I will discuss the membrane proteins first. Proteins perform the most important membrane functions. There are basically two types of the proteins which are present inside and outside of the membrane. Number one are the integral, or you can say the transmembrane proteins. They span the entire membrane. And the function of the integral proteins, they behave as channels, carriers, and receptors. Number two are the peripheral proteins. They are attached to the membrane surfaces, and they used to provide the support and signaling functions such as antigens. Antigens can both be integral and peripheral proteins, but most of the cell surfaces antigens act as integral membrane proteins. These proteins are attached to the membrane, which acts as markers or receptors, allowing the immune system to distinguish between self and non-self. The cell membrane also has certain type of enzymes on it also, that is protein kinases and acetylcholine esterases. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are also attached to the proteins and lipids on the outer surfaces. Carbohydrates are present in the form of glycoproteins and glycolipids. Glycoproteins when the carbohydrates are attached with the protein, or glycolipids when the carbohydrates are attached with the lipids. The main function of these carbohydrates, glycoproteins, and glycolipids are for number one, cell recognition, number two, cell adhesion, and number three, to produce immune response. Cholesterol. Cholesterol molecules are located between the phospholipids. It is a characteristic feature of eukaryotes that the cholesterol is present between the phospholipids. It has following functions. Number one, it used to stabilize the membrane. Number two, it prevents excessive fluidity at the high temperature, and it used to prevent the high rigidity at the low temperatures. Cell membrane is selectively permeable. It blocks large molecules such as glucose and proteins, blocks sodium, potassium, and chloride ions to move outside, block membrane protein channels. It is permeable to oxygen and carbon dioxide. The cell membrane is selectively permeable, meaning it allows some substances to pass through it while restricting the other substances. The substances like, as we see, that the carbon dioxide, water, and small lipid soluble molecules can pass easily, but the large molecules, most of the ions and polar substances cannot pass easily. The selective permeability is due to active transport and passive transport. First, we will see the passive transport. Here, no energy is required. It takes place by simple diffusion, that is the movement of molecules from higher to lower concentration. Facilitated diffusion, that it uses transport proteins. And osmosis is also a type of passive transport, that is the movement of water through the selectively permeable membrane from the area of higher concentration towards the area of lower concentration. So here we can see that the passive transport, where there is no energy required, it takes place in the cell membrane by simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and osmosis. The other type of transport is the active transport. This is a type of transport in which require ATP energy, and it takes place by sodium potassium pump, proton pump, and the calcium pump. Sodium potassium pump is a very good example of active transport. Here, it helps in nerve impulse transmission. Here in this pump, the 3 sodium ions are moved outward and 2 potassium move inward with the expenditure of energy. Other characteristics of the cell membrane includes endocytosis. Endocytosis is the cell takes material inside, and there are present 2 types of endocytosis, that is phagocytosis, which is also called cellular eating, and pinocytosis, which is also called cellular drinking. It is receptor-mediated endocytosis. Taking in the bulky material inside the cell, that is known as phagocytosis, cellular eating. Taking in of the liquid substances inside the cell is known as pinocytosis. It is also known as cellular drinking. The other characteristic of this cell membrane is exocytosis. And exocytosis means the release of materials outside the cell. The cell membrane also helps in cell signaling. A ligand is there. A ligand is a signaling molecule, and many receptors in the form of glycolipids and the glycoproteins are present on the surface of cell membrane, which behave like receptors. So the cell membrane helps in cell signaling. In case of cell signaling, membrane receptors detect chemical signals. And what happened in case of the cell signaling? The signal molecule binds with the receptor. The receptor changes its shape. The signal is transmitted into the cell, and the cellular response occurs. A cell membrane has a very complex cell signaling also, as shown here. Cell type junctions are also present inside the cell membrane. These are of 4 types. Number 1, tight junctions, which prevent leakage. Number 2, desmosomes, provide strong attachment. Number 3, gap junctions, allow communication between 2 adjacent cells. Number 4, plasmodesmata, that is used to produce a connection between the 2 cytoplasm of the adjacent cells. Another very important characteristic of the cell membrane is the membrane asymmetry. The 2 sides of the membrane are very much different from one another. Membrane dynamics. The membrane is constantly changing through number 1, lateral movements of the lipids, number 2, protein movements, number 3, vesicle formations, and number 4, fusion and fission events. The advanced functions of eukaryotic cell membrane are: it helps in signal transduction, cell recognition, immune response, helps in cell adhesion, cytoskeleton attachment, maintenance of membrane potential, and regulation of cellular metabolism. Now here is the summary of a cell membrane. The cell membrane is a highly organized, dynamic, selectively permeable structure composed of phospholipids, proteins, carbohydrates, and cholesterol. It protects the cell, regulates transport, enables communication, and maintains homeostasis. The fluid mosaic model explains its flexibility and complex nature, make it one of the most important structures in the eukaryotes. The cell membrane is not merely a boundary, it is an intelligent, dynamic gateway to control all the cellular activities. Thank you for watching. Like it, subscribe it.